A Ghost Story is directed by David Lowery and stars Rooney Mara and Casey Affleck. It tells a story of a man who dies in a car crash and then comes back to life as a ghost and basically haunts his house for all time. He has to watch his girlfriend wallow in grief, but he can't do anything because he's a ghost. No one sees him. He just stands there watching everything go on in his house. All the years go by in seconds, and it's this kind of weird, almost time travel-y experience. This movie is very, very odd. It's another A24 release that is getting praised by critics, but it's kind of dividing audiences. Much like It Comes at Night, this movie is hooking a couple of people with its mysterious posters and weird trailers. Like, you don't really know what's going on, and some people may say, oh, it's so terrifying, when really the finished result is just kind of strange. The ghost in this movie is basically a dude in a big white sheet with black holes cut out for eyes. So it doesn't even look that scary. It's interesting. It's a very interesting way to go, but I don't know what this movie really is. It Comes at Night frustrated me with its lack of any answers for the big questions it wanted to ask. But A Ghost Story kind of tries to answer too many things that you almost don't want answered. Like, it's trying to answer what is the meaning of the universe and what happens to us through the ages. Are we all just gonna die outright? Is the universe just gonna keep going without us? It's just going to end, and all these like weird questions you might see in some far out like physics book, some experimental thing. But this is an indie movie about a ghost. I get where the director is coming from. He wanted to make this very ambitious sort of tale, this kind of cosmic, supernatural oddity of a movie to explore deeper into the idea of watching your life go past your eyes and you can't do anything about it. But that's half the movie, and then the rest of it is, like I said, this weird time travel sort of thing. Casey Affleck plays the guy who dies and then becomes a ghost, and he actually was on set through all the scenes in the huge white sheet. But I kept thinking, literally anyone could have played this role, because the ghost never talks, because he's just a ghost. No one ever interacts with him. All he does is just stand in scenes and then move his head. That's it. That's all he does. The movie happens on around him, so it's really up to how the movie is done to fill in that void of a performance, because there's nothing. And then Rooney Mara is barely in this movie. And then for some reason, in the final cut of this movie, there is a 15-minute sequence of Rooney Mara eating pie. Nothing scary, nothing ominous about it, just her sitting down eating pie. And I kept thinking, why the hell was she in this? Not that she's doing anything wrong, apart from the fact that she shows no emotion whatsoever. Even when her boyfriend dies, she's just got the same expression on her face. Like, what was the purpose of having her here? I don't know. I do appreciate where David Lowery was coming from. I loved his last movie, which was 2016's Pete's Dragon, that had this beautiful charm, this very genuine heart beating throughout the movie. But this movie does not feel like the same director. Maybe that was the idea, for him to do something just super different, but like nothing here made me feel like, oh wow, that was a crazy way to go. Like, okay, you're having weird portals open up in walls, and then, you know, years are going by in seconds, and then the ghost falls from a building and then goes back to the 19th century. Like, okay, I just didn't really get what this movie was trying to do. That was kind of frustrating. It is an ambitious look at so many different themes, but in the end, A Ghost Story is just a perplexing glacial oddity, and I'd have to say that A Ghost Story is a movie that you're probably better off watching on a plane. Though I don't recommend watching on a plane, because you're going to fall asleep pretty damn quickly, because I did. So A Ghost Story, have you seen it? Please tell me what you think about it in the comments below. There are going to be videos linked down here or one over there. For more Mr. Movies, please press my little face right there. Thanks for watching.